Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special review. Today, we're going to talk about the Hasbro Marvel Legends reveal of Marvel Legends Iron Spider. Shout out to Hasbro for letting me get a first look at this guy, and I got to say, I am excited. It's been a while since we've gotten an updated Iron Spider, and I know we saw those renders a while back. I'm pretty sure you saw my face being a meme at some point. So I was super excited about this. So for them reaching out, this was a big deal to me. I love Spider-Man, so this is going to be fun. So let's talk about it. We have our early proto look, and as you can see here, that nice candy painted armor red is really, really nice. I really do like how this guy came out. It's one of those things where the red, like it's hard to explain. It's one of those things where I really enjoy the fact that the light reflecting of this shows it like it's like Iron Man's armor. It's not the matte red, it's like a candy red to show off like I'm showing off, but I'm also well protected, which is really cool. The other thing is that I like getting this and just seeing it was that pinless mark. And I'm like, they're really aiming for a nice touch here, which is really, really dope. As you can see on the backhand side, we have our sockets for our Waldos. You will get the original 3 Waldos as it appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 529, which is really cool because it's another reason why I enjoy the color. It's really close to Ron Garney's art designs. I forgot who it was colored by. Matt Miller, who was a longtime Ron Garney colorist, and he does an excellent job of coloring Ron Garney's art. And this is really, really nice to see. So let's talk about articulation and see how cool we can get this guy posed up. So we have our head, which can rotate left, right, depending on how you're looking at it. Your left, your right. We can get up and down. Let's take a look at our ball joint. So yeah, we have a nice bigger ball joint, and I'm going to test out the other heads as well too to see how they look on there as well. As you can see here, nice and tucked up, looking really, really cool. Next up, we can have our arms. So, we can hit a T-pose very easily. And with this nice bicep swivel we have there, and like I said, being pinless adds to the look of the armor on this. It gives it a nice, sleek look. We are double jointed. We double jointed in no problem. So we can actually flex up with Spidey real easy. No problem. We have a beautiful, beautiful butterfly joint that it goes forwards. Oh, yeah, we could tuck it in. Oh, there it is. And let's talk about backwards. Yeah, it's a little bit not as good as I would like for like the black suit, but this is also a prototype, so it probably does go deeper. Maybe I'm playing myself by not, but I'm scared to push it a little harder, considering this is a prototype. As far as our ab crunch here, we do not get the retro style, which I would have loved here, but I'm assuming they wanted that nice big bulky design here for the giant Iron Spider design, which does look very clean here. It really does. But I would have loved that nice new retro. But we do get we actually get a nice deep forward ab crunch, which is really nice. As far as our legs, we have a nice forward. We can hit it at 90 degrees. We have a thigh swivel. We can actually rotate even the inner piece here a little bit far upward, right? Again, pinless. So we have our nice leg articulation, but also I like that they added in, we have a nice little boot swivel that rotates very nicely. We can go backwards, we can go forwards, and we have that beautiful Hasbro ankle articulation. So let's get this guy in some spider-like poses so we can show this guy off, right? Especially on a Spider-Man like Buck. There we go. Yeah. Now we're getting it. Now we're like really working on something. So let's get this guy. Let's fix that knee. Get it downward. Oop. I got a little bit pressed with this dude. So yeah. Now we're getting into the real stuff. This is where it looks really good. So, posing this guy, I don't think it's going to be a real issue. As you can see here, your boy is looking good, flexed up, and posed. Looking nice. Now, let's talk about some spider-like poses, right? So, let's say you want to get your thwip on. You want to get your in-hand pose. So, considering he can hit it with the thwip hand, or he could do the over-the-fist, considering it's Stark technology now, let us get really wild, right? So, as you can see here, posed up, no problem. You want to get into that fight pose when he learned that he had, his armor had jet boots. No problem. Done, right? Now, I'm going to get more spider poses. So, what pose can I think of? When you put on the spot, it's really tough. But I want to see how we look doing those Iron Spider techniques. So, for instance, if you've read Avengers: The Initiative, right? you want to test out your Michael Van and Patrick. So you want to turn and rotate this leg up. You want to have a little bit of fun with it. So let's try to rotate it up a little bit. And you want to see your web swinging. There we go. So rotating it up should not be too much of an issue. It's going to look awkward from this angle, obviously. But yeah. Then we have the web swinging arms. Let's rotate down. So we can, oh yeah, I like to take a fold in flush. So that means when you're doing web swinging, here you are, looking really good. And then rotating our legs out shouldn't be an issue. So we actually have a lot of room to move with. But again, I would have liked that retro body, giving it that extra little oomph, especially in the articulation of the torso section. But here we are, nice and flexed up again. Now, we're going to talk about our Waldos. So, take a quick break, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Now we're going to talk about our Waldos. I put 2 of them on, just so you can see how it looks right here, out of the gate. Now we're going to put our third one on, just by popping it in. Right? And voila. Right? We can actually rotate this. So, you're going to have 2 points of articulation, well, 3 actually. You're going to have your rotating, your bottom. So there's going to be a bottom that folds in and out. Then you'll get another point right here. Again, for one more time. And then you'll get a third one. There will be 2 points where it does not bend at. So I want you to keep that in mind. But then again, this is also a proto. It could change again. I don't know. But I do like the fact that it does include the original 3 Waldos. Because again, this suit did not get a lot of shine in the beginning. But it was a real favorite of mine being seen. It was a shame that in the story, Tony kind of snaked Peter, and I just wasn't a fan of that. So yeah, you have our 3 Waldos. And again, this goes back to Michael Van and Patrick from Avengers The Initiative wearing this suit, and then later a few other people, one of them namely being Aaron Davis wearing a modified version of it. So we have our Waldos. They move around, and they actually look pretty good sitting here just being cool, like on top of Spider-Man. So you can use these to defend yourself, right? So these will actually look really cooler with a lot of other poses. So even if you want to do like the flying with the Waldos out. So here we are. Let's do Waldos out, kind of folded out Spider-Man pose. Or him dodging or anything like that. Or like the cover where he fought Captain America. Again, based off Ron Garney art. So all that good stuff. So we have a lot to cover in terms of comics. But I'm really, really feeling this look on him, and I like that candy paint. Ooh. So now we're gonna change our Waldos to attack mode in a direction that he's also going, right? So yeah, let's change that ankle pivot just a little bit. So yeah, this will look really, really good out there posed up. So again, if you're not one of those guys who's like an import collector, this could be a very nice alternative for you. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of other hands, which I thought he would have come with. But again, you get the Waldos, right? So let's talk about those other hands right now. Let's leave you like this, all nice and posed. Let's see if you can hold your own weight too. I want to see that. That's very curious, right? So he does have the Thwippers. Very important for a Spider-Man staple, but I really would have wished he would have come with a hand like this for the Spider-Man. This would have been nice to have, especially for the way you want to pose this guy up to, doing certain things with the Waldo hands. It would have been nice to have. So here we have it, nicely posed up and looking really good. So what we are going to do is show it with some other head sculpts on it, showing the Peter Parker head. So let's take a look at that. So now we're back. I've been messing around with this guy off camera. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Just having a lot of fun. Like, it's really cool to just see this brought to life. And I just don't know how, between this and the Amazing Yamaguchi and the other stuff, like, there are a lot of options now for your Iron Spider. But like I said, as a Legends collector, some people are going to be really happy to finally have like an updated version. So before I jump into size comparisons, let's pop this head off. I'm going to see what your boy looks like with a nice unmasked head. Let's see if the ball joint is even similar. I don't want to squish it on there if it doesn't fit. But it's also like this awkward camera angle always does me in the worst way. Oh, actually, this fits really nicely. And it looks really good. So let's get him standing up so we can see how it looks. The other question is, will he survive under the weight of his Waldos being all the way back there? The answer is no. So what you want to do is to even out your Waldos, at least in my opinion, you have at least 2 of them aim down or aim up, and 1 you help balance by having in the background, right? That'll be your background Waldo, and you can have the 2 tucked back here, and it should even out his weight. Let's tuck this back there. There we go. So yeah, if we look at it here, this actually looks really good, like a comic book Peter, especially drawn by the Ron Garney style during the JMS run. So yeah, this is your post-other Peter Parker. Looks really good. Now, we're going to set this guy back here, and we're going to jump into a size comparison with some other legends. So, let's pop this head off, because you want to make sure the mask head is on. Ooh. Let's do that. So, where do I begin? Oh, he almost fell. Let's not do that. So, let's even this all out. Let's get him. There we go. Right? I guess I'll start with the retro Spider-Man and the symbiote suit. Right? I guess it's only important. So here's our retro body. It's for Spider-Man. And here is our symbiote suit. And as you can see here, it fits in pretty well. He's a little bit smaller, but he doesn't fit in pretty well with these guys, which is pretty cool. I like the idea of this. So let's take these guys away. Next up, we'll do a Marvel Legends Captain America, right? This is really nice to finally get the Cap. So Cap and Spider-Man could duke it out like on cover of 534. Or was it 533? I can't remember. In case you want to get your Spider-Verse or Spider-Mageddon on, comic book wise, here is your PS4 Advanced suit, right? Next up, can't have a Spider-Man without a Mary Jane. Here we go. And I don't have an Extremis armor, but I do have the all new, all different armor. So this will have to do for now in terms of Iron Man. I thought that was really a nice comparison between these two. As you can see, the reds are different. So next up, we have J. Jonah Jameson. You know, he's a jerk, so he doesn't even want to stand. Let's remove these two. Next up, ooh, here is Build-A-Figure Rhino. I think those two would be a nice comparison. Here's also the Marvel Legends Vulture. I have the other head on there, right? Then we can do Moreland, which is also important to the JMS run. Played a huge role. So here's Moreland. Ooh, here is the Monster Venom, which I like to call the Thunderbolts era Matt Gargan Venom. That's what he is to me, right? And then one last one we'll do. Marvel Legends, not Chameleon, sorry. We're going to do Scorpion, actually. I like the idea of Scorpion fighting this Spider-Man. Tail versus Waldo's. So, yeah. This is really, really nice to have. And I can't wait to take some pictures because this is where I'm going to get most excited. So, I hope you guys enjoy the photos at the end. Thank you for watching. Shout out to Hasbro for sending this over, letting me reveal it. I really do appreciate it. I don't know when this is going to pop up. So, I hope you guys really do enjoy this. So as always, please take care of yourselves. Hope you're having a great day, night, wherever you are in the world where you're watching this. Please enjoy this. And as always, be good, do good, drink your water, guys.